Good morning. I am in Desaru, which is in the southeastern corner, if you like, of Peninsular Malaysia. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what Desaru is like to visit, how to get here, where to stay, and what you can eat here in Desaru in Malaysia. If you're enjoying the content of this video and other videos that we make, please consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the subscribe button down below and also click the notifications bell so that you'll be notified whenever we upload any new content. I'm staying at the beautiful Western Desaru Coast Resort. It's a 5-star hotel belonging to the Marriott Group, and it's a beautiful location. It's right on the beach, as you can hear in the background. The rooms are fantastic. The restaurant and food choices are superb, and it's a beautiful place to come and relax here on the beach and just chill and do nothing. It's got a famous infinity pool, which I'll show you some footage of a bit later. And it's a very, very nice location. It takes about 2 hours to get here by car from Singapore, so you can fly into Singapore, clear customs and immigration, hop in a car, and then drive across either Tuas or the Causeway border crossing. We came via Tuas, and once you cross the border, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes, I would say, to get here to Desaru. My name's Andrew, and together with my wife Lynn, we own and operate Einhorn Travel Accessories.com, an online travel accessories store brought to you by people who travel a lot. I spend about 300 days of the year on the road, traveling all around the world, and so I know what it's like to travel, and I know what sort of things you need when you travel.
So let's talk about Desaru for a moment. Why is it that you would want to visit this place? So it's being promoted by the Malaysian Government as a tourist resort location targeting Singaporeans. So it's about, I guess, two and a half hours drive from the city centre in Singapore. And, as a Singaporean, that represents, a reasonable travel time. You don't have to get on a plane. It's quite straightforward to pass over the border crossings there. And it's an awful lot cheaper than taking a vacation in Singapore itself. I would say that a hotel that would cost you, say, 300 Sing dollars in Singapore is going to cost you perhaps 120 Sing dollars in Desaru. Singaporeans always enjoy Malaysians' food. There's a broad range of food options in Desaru. So, it represents a pretty good value family holiday destination from Singapore.
Morning, Bernice.
Let's talk about where to stay for a moment. So as I mentioned before, I'm staying at the Western Desaru Resort, and as you can see, it's a beautiful property. It's quite new. It's got a number of restaurant and food options. It's got a beautiful pool. It's got its own beach. It's a very, very nice property of the sort of standard that you expect of the Marriott Group. There are a couple of other locations that are a bit older than this property where you could stay. There's the Lotus Resort, which is, I think, one of the original resorts that was set up in Desaru. And there's also the Sand and Sandals Resort, which I think was the second resort to be set up in the region, looking to capture the market out of Singapore. There's also a Hard Rock Hotel, another new hotel, which is just behind the Western, and it's quite easy, if you want to look for a change of dinner venue, just to walk across to the Hard Rock Hotel and grab yourself a bite to eat there. And this brings me to the question of what to do when you're in Desaru. This is where I kind of struggle a bit, to be perfectly honest. I think it's a great place to go if you want to sit and do absolutely nothing. As you can see, there's a beautiful beach. You know, they've got the cabanas there and the beach chairs, the pool. You know, there's great places to sit and do nothing. But I kind of struggled a little bit to find things to do. You know, it's not really the sort of vacation where you go and look at historical sites and so on and so forth. You know, there's a town. I guess you could go into town and have a little bit of a look around there. But I don't think it was flush with, you know, exciting things to do. I think if you want to go and chill, relax and really switch off, then I think it's a good place for doing exactly that. Now, having said that, one of the things that we did do, and it was kind of neat, was we went on this, they call it the Firefly tour. And it's basically a boat tour around a little part of the inlet there, where there's quite a large colony of fireflies. And as the boat moves around very slowly past the edge of the inlet, the fireflies light up in the trees around the edges of the inlet. And, you know, it's really cool. It's a nice little thing to do, you know, to see the little fireflies in action. You know, if you haven't seen fireflies before, you know, I have, but if you haven't, it's pretty cool. It's a nice thing to do, I think, as a family. You can have a bite to eat at the restaurant there where the boat pulls in and takes off. You know, but it's quite a cool little thing to do. Well worth the effort. And this brings me to the topic of food. Now, Malaysia is, of course, famous for its food, and Desaru is no exception. There's plenty of food options at the hotel itself, or at the Hard Rock Hotel, or in town. But I want to point out one particular place that we went to visit, and it's a famous seafood restaurant. And it's called Nelayan, which means the fisherman in Bahasa Malay. And they have, of course, the chili crab, they have the black pepper crab, and they have a lot of noodle dishes, seafood dishes, really extraordinary seafood options there. So thank you for finding the time to watch our video. If you've enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the like symbol and also hit the notifications bell so that you don't miss any future content that we load. Thanks for watching.